Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. And I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Okay. Today I am bringing you my February wrap up and also a form of a tentative TBR for March. For February, I actually read 2 books. I know this isn't a race, but whenever you come from reading about 4 or 5 books a month to reading only 2, it kind of takes a hit, but whatever. I read, and that's what matters. Across these books, I completed 2 books, but I also DNF'd a couple, and for the total pages, I still counted those pages even if I didn't finish the book, just because like that was a part of my time, and like those are valid pages. They're not imaginary pages. I'm gonna count them. Don't judge me. Starting from my most favorite books down to the ones I DNF'd. We're going to start with The Bromance Book Club by Lyssa K. Adams. For this one, I gave a 5 out of 5 stars because it was so beautiful. If you weren't aware, this is a contemporary romance or contemporary rom-com maybe. I'm branching out of my comfort zone, and well, let's just say I'm out of my comfort zone, and I love it. The Bromance Book Club is about a professional baseball player who finds out that his wife wants a divorce. He's devastated, and during this devastation, his friends come along and support him and bring him into what's called it's not called anything, it's just called the book club. It's just like Fight Club, no one talks about book club. My favorite character of all was Thea because she's a badass. She is a mother of twins. She wants to continue her education and better herself, and she thinks that the only way of doing this is by divorcing her now husband. Thea doesn't take any crap from anybody. She is not one of those damsels in distress. She doesn't need anyone to save her, and I just think that she's a really interesting character. I kind of wish I was Thea. The next book that I read was Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, and for this I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. This was a novella, a science fiction novella, and while I enjoyed it, it just couldn't really grab my interest, and I think it's just due to the fact that it was too short. I think that if the author would have given a little more time to flesh out the characters, that I would have become more interested, but who knows. Maybe there's going to be a second book, I'm not sure. This book is about Binti, who is the first among the Himba tribe to be offered a scholarship to this prestigious university. With this place, it is set in a like utopia almost. It's a universe where alien life form and humans live in peace, kind of, sort of. So among her travels to go to this university that is off of her planet and in some other universe, she is, I don't want to say too much because I feel like the less you know, the better. But basically something happens and she's the lone survivor amongst everyone that was on the ship, and I'm leaving it at that. I'm not going any further. What I really liked about Binti is the technology, and for the fact that in order to be successful, you had to be very intelligent in matters of mathematics. Also, this kind of tied into how you could use this super technology. You know, this is kind of like AI stuff and everything. And I really enjoyed that, and I wish there was more of that. For such a short book, that was a really long explanation, but I'm enjoying sci-fi right now, but I'm lost as far as where to go with it. So if you guys have any recommendations for short science fiction novels or beginners science fiction novels, let me know. The poor books that I DNF'd this past month. Let's start with the first, Girl of Paper and Fire, The Last Wish from the Witcher series, and what was the other one? Frankly in Love. I didn't DNF these because I didn't like them. I just couldn't get my head wrapped around everything. And I feel like I almost was trying to read too many books at once. So I'm definitely going to be giving these a second shot. And I'm hoping that I am more successful next time. Now on to my March TBR. Like I said, this is a tentative TBR because I feel like I stress myself out too much trying to make it to where I have to read such and such book through this month and I can't read any other book. So I am true to form a mood reader, and I'm starting out this month with Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I'm so sorry, Shelby. Mahurin. There we go. Shelby Mahurin. Say that 3 times fast. With this, I've actually already started it, and I'm on page 42, and it is so good. This is about a man and a woman who are forced to marry each other, with one of these being a witch hunter and the other one being a witch who has forsaken her magic abilities, her witch spells, her witch superpowers. You get the idea. The next one I've already kind of tried to read a little bit and I couldn't get into it, so I'm gonna try and save it for later, and that is Emma by Jane Austen. Now I know that the movie is supposed to be coming out sometime soon, and I have been meaning to get to this, but I keep putting it off, so this is the perfect time for me to read this. The next one is The Wicked and the Divine, and this is by Gillian McKelvey and Wilson Cowles. This is a graphic novel. Hold on, I have to just show you. It's beautiful. So beautiful. The artwork is amazing. I've actually already read this, but it's going to be in here just because I want to talk about it. This is about gods who come back every 90 years to inhabit a body, a young body of 2 years, and then after 2 years they die and then they wait again. I really enjoyed this. I feel like this was probably my top 5, or in my top 5, and I think that there's some more coming out, or there probably already some coming out. I can't wait to get my hands on them. I also have Merged by Jim and Stephanie Kropfel. This is a young adult sci-fi. It's about, I'm just going to read you the back. 7 of our country's most gifted teens will become nobles, host for the implantation of brilliant mentor minds in an effort to accelerate human progress. But as the line between what's possible and what's right draws even blurrier, the teens discover everything has a cost. So I'm going to stop there just because that's enough for me. I don't need to know anymore. It kind of sounds like it's similar to The Host by, I don't remember her name. And that's what really caught my eye. So I hope I like this one if I get to it. That's the key thing, if I get to it. Last but not least is The Flight Girls, and this is by Noelle Salazar. My best friend gave this to me to read, and from what she said, I believe it's about these women after World War II. She said anything after that is a spoiler, so she actually took the flap off, so I couldn't read it. So I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, and it's exciting. That's going to be it for the day, friends. I appreciate it, and if you liked this content, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to also give it a like. See y'all later. Bye.